Okay. Oh, I need to get some. We'll be headed for a field trip here as soon as we get all of our necessary paperwork out. Everybody needs one sheet of these. And one of these. All right, now we're ready for the field trip. A journey underground. One of the little-known facts about the new BYUI Center, the new 15,000-seat auditorium, is that while excavating and putting in the footings for the building, the contractors hit some very large lava tubes. The reason I know this is because I had two of the contractors, the managers, actually living in our ward at the time. That's how I found out about this. If you don't know what a lava tube is, has anybody been out to the Civil Defense Caves? You're going tonight. It is a lava tube. That's where you're going, into a lava tube. Okay? Anybody been to the ice caves? By the way, don't go to the ice caves with someone who has never been there before. It could be dangerous. Yeah. You need to know how to get there, first of all, and then you need to be careful. They're fun, but go with somebody who's been there and knows what's going on. Lava tubes are large, hollowed-out cavities in the basalt rock that were left when the lava from the volcanic eruption cooled on the outside and the hot molten lava on the inside continued to flow and ran out of the surrounding solid, cooled rock. Many lava tubes are large enough to stand and walk in without bending over. Some go for miles underground, literally. The two out to the ice caves, there's two that are just like a stone's throw apart. One you have to crawl down through. The other one, once you get up over the big pile of rocks, you can walk for probably a half a mile at least, never bending over, standing straight up. It's really fun. Take some tennis shoes because sometimes you have to walk through really cold water because it's on ice. And anyway. So they hit some lava tubes when they were there, and actually what ended up happening was they had to either crush them and get them out of the way or fill them full of concrete, because you wouldn't want the BYUI Center built on some hollow thing that all of a sudden, what? Collapsed. And yeah, we're okay. This is a true story. Okay, our field trip today, we're going to go just in our imaginations to the BYUI Center. We're going to slip through a secret hatch in the floor, drop into one of the lava tubes that were not filled with concrete. They were, but this is just, okay? And walk about a mile inside the existing lava tube. At the beginning of our journey in the lava tube, flashlights are necessary, but as we approach the end of our mile walk, we notice there is a light ahead. As we approach the light, we encounter a lost civilization of people that have never before been seen by human beings, nor have they seen human beings. One of the first things that we notice about these individuals is that they have just one arm, and the hand at the end of the arm has a total of 4 fingers. including their thumb. We happen to have in our group an individual who has very good linguistic skills, and within a very short time, she is communicating with these people. We learn that they have quite an advanced civilization. You didn't know this was down underneath BYU's. They have a monetary system where they use beads of various colors. We learned that the most basic monetary unit is the white bead. One red bead is worth the same as 4 white beads, and one blue bead has the same value as 4 red beads. So if you want to find a bead, what kind do you want to find?
Blue.
The blue one, okay? They welcome us as guests and invite us to play a game with them. The game is played in pairs according to the following rules. So, here's how we play. The players take turns. For each turn, each player rolls one 6-sided die and puts that number of white beads on the game sheet in the white column. So you will take this here, and if I were to roll a 5, what would I do? Take 5 white beads and I would put them in the column called white. Alright? Everybody see what we're doing? Whenever it can be done, each player must exchange 4 beads for a red bead. If I got a 5, can I do it? Yes, so I must do it. If you can exchange, you must exchange. Okay? Place the beads in the appropriate column. There should never be more than 3 beads in any column at the end of any turn. Why? Because if you had 4, you'd have to exchange it, right? Or more. So I started out, I got a 5. So what I would do on this sheet, under tally sheet for game 1, on turn 1, I would write number rolled, I would write a 5. And then what I would do is I would write, here's what my card, my game sheet looks like after I've taken my turn. There will be 0 blue, I'll write a 0 there. There will be how many reds? 1, because I took 4 of the white ones and exchanged it, and then how many 1s were left? A 1. So I will have 1, 1. Okay? Then what I will do is my partner will take a turn, do the same thing. Then I will go again. And what happens is what starts on the game sheet stays there, and you add to it with each one. So I don't take my red and my white off. My next roll, I just put in however many whites as come up on my dice. So if I got let's say a 4, I would put 4 more on there, right? Now I'd have 5 in the white, right? But I can't have that, so I would exchange 4 of those for a red. And so on turn 2 I would put 4. I still have 0 blues, but now I have 2 reds and still 1 white left. Everybody see how it works? Okay, so you keep playing, and the first player to get 2 blue beads is the winner. Go.
Okay, you want me to just go first? Go for it. 6. 6. 1, 0, 5, 6. And
I'm sorry.